welcome to Puebla, Mexico.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to our channel, Why Not Now? My name is Steven and this is my beautiful wife, Lisa Marie. And today we are over in a beautiful Pueblo Magico by the name of
Cholula. Guys, welcome to Puebla, Mexico. We are in beautiful Puebla, Mexico, guys. This is an incredibly beautiful state in general, is from what I understand, and we are so glad, guys, because we're going to have two parts of this video. We're going to take you around the beautiful Cholula. We're going to check out, hopefully get in to see one of the largest via volume pyramids in the New World. And we're going to go ahead and take you guys around a little bit around Puebla City in a different video. So guys, stay tuned.
Yep. And guys, real quick, Cholula, it dates back to 500 BC, making it one of the oldest spots in America. So that's, to me, is crazy. That's insane.
Incredible.
So we're gonna continue to walk around and show you guys the pyramids, like my wife was saying. You guys see behind us this beautiful art. They have beautiful art all over the place over here, guys. And up there, as you see, the templo up on top of the hill.
Now that, from what we briefly read, guys, that iglesia, that church was built by a was ordered to be built by a Spaniard, and I believe it was Herman Cortes.
Yeah, and you guys can do the research on that. It was he actually was part of this huge massacre that took place over in Cholula. Hernan Cortes, you know, it came from Spain and stuff like that. You know, he came over here and it was a big massacre that had taken place towards the Aztec.
I believe that what happened was Montezuma had beckoned him to come here, wanted to work with him on something, and then there was a different indigenous tribe, and I cannot pronounce the name, it begins with a T, guys. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm not going to try to say it.
Yeah.
They actually, you know, cued him in and gave him some information, and that ended up in them kind of combining forces and then having this major massacre on the Aztecs, and then taking the pyramid. And what happened was Cortes ordered for 365 churches to be built in the town of Cholula, to which now I believe maybe they have about 40, and given the size of the town, it's actually a significant number. So guys, look it up. You know, obviously you're gonna get different information, but look it up for yourselves. Check out the history. It's incredible. There's a lot of great information.
Yeah, it is. All right guys, bienvenidos a Cholula.
Guys, real quick, you know we're not a history channel, we don't do history, but we like to give you little tidbits of information. And my husband was checking out this beautiful volcano behind us, actually two volcanoes, and there's a story, a tale, if you will, about how, and I'm going to use a shortened version of the names because I don't want to butcher them again, but Popo was a warrior, and when he went to war, his love, Ista, she believed that he was dead. So because she believed that he was dead, it was said that she died of a broken heart. And then when Popo returned from war and had realized that his love had died, he vowed that he would defend her all the days of his life. So they say now that the love stories between the two volcanoes, you see the larger looking one is supposed to be Popo, which is an active volcano, and it is said that, based on what I was reading, that it only becomes active when there's trouble in the world, right? Trouble in the world, guys. So, and Ista, who is actually attached, it's supposed to look like she's a lady lying down asleep. It's said to say that she's asleep, waiting for her love, her warrior Popo, to return, and they're kind of meshed together in those two volcanoes in the back. Wanted to mention this, guys, because I know a long time ago when we were living in Milenio in Santiago de Queretaro, you know, we did neighborhood tours. I had people asking us about the elevation of the city of Santiago de Queretaro. They were concerned about breathing, and I let you guys know I'm asthmatic, and honestly the weather's pretty beautiful here, and the elevation in Santiago de Queretaro is about 6,000 feet, give or take, guys. I'm not being exact. And here in the city of Puebla, is actually about 7,000 feet elevation, and I haven't been bothered by anything, guys. I mean, you know, again, I think if it were cold weather, it probably would bother me more, because when I was in Denver, Colorado, I did get sick from that elevation, which is about 6,000 feet. But I wanted to let you guys know that for those of you who were worried like I was, you know, go ahead and take a trip when the months are pretty warm, and I think you should be perfectly fine, so that way you don't have to worry about that if you have COPD or any kind of other health issues, guys, with breathing, okay?
All right, guys, let's go try to look at some pyramids.
Alright guys, so we had to figure out a couple of things. We realized that we thought that by now that the templo, the cerrito, the hill that goes up to the templo, would be open by now, but unfortunately it is still closed due to COVID. We're still dealing with COVID.
Yeah.
So we are not allowed to go up top there, which is right behind my husband, as you guys can see. I was so excited. I really wanted to go up there and go inside the templo, because I understand that when the Spaniards came, they actually built over atop another pyramid, and it's obviously covered, but I wanted to really see that and explore the inside of the church. But we are inside. We had to pay to come into the archaeological
zona.
Thank
zona
you.
Archaeological.
Thank you. We had to come into the
archaeological zone, and we both had to pay.
Archaeological. I gotta say, archaeological zone. Thank you.
And we had to both pay 80 pesos each.
Yes.
Each of us had to pay 80
to come
pesos.
in here, and we'll just kind of briefly take you guys around and show you. And then this is another portion of the pyramids, obviously.
Yeah.
The underground tunnels, which you used to be able to go in here and go and explore in the tunnels, we can't go in because of COVID. So guys, we'll just show you around and show you as many views as we can. Let's go, guys.
Yeah. And guys, another side note, if you come in here with a camera, you want to do photos and all those things, you have to pay an extra 50 pesos in order to use it. But yeah, guys, check this out. I think briefly reading, it was saying that this was an ancient, like the remains of the ancient city that was here. I think it was like in 15, man, like
21,
in
maybe 20?
1519, 1520, yeah, something like that. And I just find it to be very interesting, guys.
It was known to be a sacred city.
A very sacred city, yep. Yeah. Where they do offerings and things like that. So that's what it was saying.
They would do sacrifices up to the rain god, is what I understand, and maybe other gods too. But I know that they were asking for rain as well from the rain god.
Yep. So I'm gonna flip it around and show it to you guys. Make it like you're walking with us.
It's quite incredible with that church up there in the backdrop. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it is. Church to the backdrop, and then you go up to the church, you can see Popo, the volcano we were talking about earlier. You'll see that full.
We want to get views of.
Yeah. A little closer so you guys can see.
God, I can't imagine like that this material here is that old. Can you?
It's old.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's old, and it's look like it's been untouched.
Alright guys, so we just came out of the archaeological area. That was a beautiful area to see all that history. And I wanted to just mention, if I didn't earlier, that the first side we came in, as you guys saw, was San Andres Cholula. It's all one town, but now we are on the other side, which is San Pedro de Cholula. So one side, I think it's the Andres side, is more so for like some restaurants and to see the iglesia at the top of the hill, and also like maybe some bars and things like that on that side. And then on this side is like the crafts, you know, they're selling little goods out here. I think there's also some museums on this side, and a bunch of other churches on this side. So there's a mixture on both sides.
Yep. Alright guys, I'm gonna show you this real quick. That's the iglesia right there. And here we go. San Pedro Cholula.
I already can see 3 churches already.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And we had mentioned that to you guys that this place supposedly had 365 churches. But
If Cortez would have had his way.
Yeah, if they had his way, but yeah. But hey, these guys climbing this pole, guys. Let me see what they're gonna do real quick. Is he gonna hang from there? From the top of that?
Let's go see.
Live and direct, guys. Over here in over here in Cholula. Let's see what he do, guys.
Traje de los voladores.
Traje de voladores.
De Papantla, Veracruz.
Wow, qué bonita.
Sí, vendo. Y tengo un traje cruzado si guste.
Wow.
Lo vendemos,
Muchas gracias. No me gusta ver esta ropa. Es muy
Sí,
hermosa.
es la típica de allá de Veracruz.
Sí.
Veracruz.
De Veracruz.
Oh, tú eres de Veracruz.
Yo soy de Veracruz. Sí, pues somos los voladores de Papantla, Veracruz.
Ah, ¿qué típico comida de Veracruz?
De Veracruz es los tamales jarochos.
¿Tamales arrochos?
Ajá,
¿Qué tiene adentro?
Y zacahuil.
Ok.
Ajá.
¿Qué tiene tamales arrocho adentro?
Tiene carne de puerco o de pollo.
Oh, ok. Salsa rojo, salsa verde, todo.
Sí,
dulce.
todo, salsa, sí. No es dulce.
No es dulce.
Es cosa picosa, así.
Gracias.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Lo está firmando porque cobramos de la...
Sí, firmando porque... Saying for 200 pesos. Gracias.
Even we're in a public area, guys.
Yeah.
He trying to say 200 pesos a
¿Cuánto
film.
nos podría apoyar?
¿Ah?
¿Cuánto nos podría apoyar?
¿Cuánto no? Oh, we were negotiating. We went down 200, 100, and I said 50 pesos. I said, oh, I'll give you, we'll see. 50 pesos, sí. Bueno.
Even over in a public area.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Jaime.
This is YouTube, un canal de YouTube.
Ajá, YouTube.
¿Qué quiere decir a la gente de todo el mundo de la cultura mexicana,
mira.
de la cultura, dice a la gente?
Muy buenas tardes, les invitamos aquí en San Pedro Cholula, que estamos aquí en San Pedro Cholula, somos de los voladores y los invitamos aquí, estamos de lunes a domingo.
Okay.
Ajá, desde las 10 de la mañana hasta las 6, 7 de la noche.
He's telling you guys when he's here, pero ¿qué tú quieres decir? ¿Cómo se dice? Sobre la cultura mexicana, la mexicana gente.
Mira, esta es la cultura. Esta es la cultura totonaca. Nosotros somos de Veracruz.
Ajá.
Y nosotros somos de Veracruz y que los invitamos que nos vengan aquí a apoyar aquí en San Pedro Cholula, de Puebla.
Okay.
Ajá.
Okay. Gracias. 50 pesos, come on, esposo.
50.
Okay.
Pretty much, guys, that was just...
He hustled us, No,
it really
was a
hustle.
voluntary, it was a voluntary hustle. We're just kidding around.
Yeah.
Let's check it out, guys. Let's see what they're gonna do. I don't think it's enough to risk their life for us for 50 pesos, but hey, I had to talk them down, guys. I'm a New Yorker, I have to negotiate.
Yeah, it seemed like they're tying themselves up.
Some first impressions of Cholula, guys. Well, for me, it's really the town. It feels like a large town. A lot going on. Tons of food around here. You walk, you smell fresh corn tortillas. Some restaurants, There are parts that are very, very colorful. You see tons of churches in the distance. As we talked about, they have about 40 churches here. A lot of culture.
Yeah.
It feels so different than like Tequisquiapan. You know, you guys know we went to Tequisquiapan. You know, we went to we went to so many pueblo magicos. I don't remember them all.
Tequisquiapan, we've gone to Video coming soon, Aguas Calientes, Peña de Bernal.
We've gone to
Amialco.
And it feels much richer here. Like the culture feels deeper. You know, you're walking, tons of people are selling chapulines, all kinds of food and things in the street. So it just, you can feel the roots here. It's very interesting, guys. I definitely recommend. It's a quiet town, but it still has a lot going on at the same time. I would definitely recommend that you come here and check out Cholula and have a meal here, spend some time here. You know, the center itself is very small, not a whole lot going on. They have some goods being sold, you know, clothing, handmade clothing to jewelry, things of that nature, which you saw a little bit around the square there. But just walking through the actual streets, it really has a beautiful and rich cultural feel here. Yeah,
I second that. I'm not bold enough to try the chapulines yet, but they're out everywhere. People out and about selling everywhere.
Gotta build up to it.
Yeah, in the city, like she was saying, the city is a very livable city. Like, it's very quiet, it's very rich in culture. You can tell food, you're smelling food everywhere. They have colorful art, as you guys see in the background.
Very artsy, yeah.
People are friendly for the most part. People are very friendly. But it's a very livable pueblo, and it's like 17 minutes from Puebla.
Yeah, without
the capital.
traffic, it was like...
Yeah, from the capital, Puebla, which is not a bad city as well. We're going to do a video on that. We can show you guys that. Yeah, that's mostly our first impressions right now of Cholula. See this art up here, guys? Pretty cool.
And have we seen some foreigners over here? I think so.
I've seen a fair amount of foreigners over here, guys. Fair amount of foreigners over here, but it's not like a lot. But it's a lot. You're still gonna have to know the language over here. Like that. That's just what it is. Gotta know the language. I don't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, Cholula. I give it a thumbs up. It's actually pretty cool.
Just taking you down some of the side streets, guys, so you can see what the little surrounding area looks like where the locals live. I love these beautiful, like, my gosh, like pastel type colors, the mint green. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, very colorful down here. And of course, we don't have enough time to really dive into it like how you guys know how we normally would do, how we've been showing you guys in Queretaro Mexico and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure rent over here may be pretty affordable as well.
Yeah, we actually had one of our viewers told us that he lived out here and he had gotten a place for, I believe it was 8,000 pesos with everything included.
Yep, that's not bad. 8,000 pesos.
And I would think it has to be a nice place for that price.
Yeah, and I can see why someone's drawn to this city. Hold on, we just saw this guy running around.
He's missing. We just saw him. You think we can find him and get him?
We just saw this guy running around.
Oh no. What's his name? Balu?
Balu.
Oh, let me take a picture of it and see if we can catch him.
Yeah, we just saw this Balu guy, so let's see if we can do some detective work, guys. Alright guys, we got sidetracked, started trying to help find that dog when we had showed you the big roll of that.
Yeah, we called the number and I felt so bad for the wife. She was on the phone with me and I told her the streets where we did see him last running and talked to her for a few minutes, and then we actually spent about 15-20 minutes walking around ourselves seeing if we could run into him again, and we didn't. So we just hope and pray that she was able to find her dog.
Yeah.
So can only imagine how that feels. But guys, chapulines is so big here. I mean, every corner you go to here in Cholula, they are trying to sell you some chapulines.
Yeah. Big buckets full.
Yeah.
Buckets full.
I want to get the courage to eat. It's psychological, really.
Yeah.
But if I could just get that out of my mind, I would try it. But it's more a thought that is a problem than the actual taste. I know for a fact.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I told you, the dude kept trying to give me to buy it. I was like, no me gusta, no me gusta. Yeah, guys, we can walk around this city. It's Pueblo, Pueblo Magico, Cholula. We're digging it. It's actually pretty cool over here. It's somewhat touristy based on the fact of the archaeological zone, the pyramid and the temple, stuff like that. Hopefully you guys can hear us by the street. But
when you come here to the town, is it touristy? Not at all.
Not when you walk more into the town, not at all. But when you over here by the Templo and the pyramid area, yes, it's touristy. But once you go into the local area, you guys know that's how we do. We always walk into the local area. I like it. It's very chill. So I can see why people are drawn to Cholula over here in Puebla, Mexico.
Yeah, and I guess you could have that lower cost of living, and then you can drive, 15-20 minutes to the main city, which actually Puebla City, which is where we're staying, has a population of about, give or take, 3.5 million.
Yeah.
And we haven't even scratched the surface. There's so much going on over there. Tons of beautiful churches, museums. They have a Ferris wheel called Estrella de
Puebla.
De Puebla.
Yeah, it's closed.
It's closed because of COVID. Guys, what can you do?
Yeah.
So, and they even have something called I think it's Secreto tunnels or something, secret tunnels that they have in Puebla, and I think they might go to a certain distance towards this way. So we haven't checked that out yet, but we had seen they had that as well.
Yep.
So a lot of different attractions. If you come to Puebla City, you can spend a lot of time in the actual city. You can come here to Cholula, and the Pueblo Magico is in the actual Puebla state. With waterfalls, there's tons of things to see.
There is, and it's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from Mexico City. So this is kind of like a vacation spot for people from Mexico City to get away from the largest city over in Mexico.
Beautiful place, yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys, so we'll end it as we always do. Live the life that you're meant to live. Keep a grateful heart.
And remember, why not now? All right, guys, peace.